In the world of golf, a new name is creating ripples. Xavier Perez, the prodigy who might just reshape the PGA forever. Join us as we delve into Xavier's compelling journey from a golf-obsessed youngster to a potential game-changer on the greens. In the beginning, the early swings of Xavier Perez. And it all started in a house on the tee box of the 6th hole of a golf course in Louisiana, where a young boy's golf dreams were taking shape. But no one could have predicted what was to come. Xeve, or X-Man as he likes to be called, was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, as Xavier Miguel Perez Martinez. Xeve hails from a very rare ethnic descent. He was born into a Pacific Islander Philippine mother, Christine, and an African-American Puerto Rican father, Miguel. He was born prematurely at 20 weeks, barely weighing 3 pounds, and the doctors were certain he wouldn't be around for long. But when someone's destined for greatness, we guess not even death can stop or change that. After his birth, the doctors carried out a multitude of tests, trying to figure out what was wrong. Xeve's parents, Christine and Miguel, were told to prepare for a baby that would require special needs. As the doctors predicted, Xeve turned out to be special, but not in the way everyone was expecting. As a toddler, Xeve would watch people hitting balls and having a good time. He grew up watching his father Poppy, as he likes to call him, playing golf in the garage at their home and at the practice range. Xeve's love for golf was kindled, and he became mesmerized by the game before he could even walk. At 18 months, he picked up a golf club and started swinging. Xeve loves the game so much that his parents sometimes have to force him to spend time with the family and stay away from golf clubs and balls. When Xeve turned 2, he visited Toys R Us with his parents, and of all the toys in the world, he'd immediately head to the section with the plastic golf clubs. Before age 3, Xeve was already spending most of his days on the green. And while kids his age were watching cartoons then, he was fixated on learning the game of golf from golf instructional shows. A star is born. Xavier's swift ascent. As Xeve grew, so did his skills, outpacing his peers in a way that caught the eye of the golfing world. Xeve's first win was at a closing tournament at a camp he was initially told he was too young to attend. Before he attained his teenage years, he had already won over 250 golf tournaments. Xeve's formal training in the game of golf is almost non-existent, yet Xavier Perez's golf record is already longer than that of most golf professionals. You see, talent like this cannot be taught. In 2014, he competed in 8 Palmetto Junior tournaments, and he achieved first place in all of the tournaments with a 9-hole average of 41. In the spring-summer season, he was awarded the season finale trophy. At age 6, Xeve was already tagged as a rising star in golf and was playing competitively in the Georgia junior golf ranks. At age 9, he was ranked the top golfer in the 13 to 15-year-old bracket, despite being way younger than anyone else in that age bracket. Xeve's achievements go on and on. In 2020, at age 10, he became the Georgia Junior Open 11 to 13-year-old division champion. That same year, he was named Georgia State Player of the Year in the 12 to 14-year-old division after winning 9 of the 10 available tournaments. Xeve's dominance has been linked to that of another golfer that we know too well. In 2021, Xeve became the youngest golfer to compete in the International Junior Masters at East Aurora Country Club. He advanced to the semifinals in the tournament, beating 2 highly ranked juniors, 17 and 18 years old. Unfortunately, Xeve finished the tournament in a well-deserved but respectable 3rd place. Xeve's exploits in 2021 got him named as the VGA Georgia State Champion. And while some PGA pros are still trying to up their game, this youngster has already landed himself a name, image, and likeness deal with Cobra Puma. The president of Cobra Puma Golf, Dan Ladd, spoke about the deal in a statement saying, "Xeve's personality, talent, and love for the game is inspiring, and we're thrilled to welcome him to the Cobra Puma Golf family." Xeve, who is managed by GSE Worldwide, is also said to have endorsement deals with Easy Post, Jumbo Max, and Encore. According to his unannounced new contract, he will wear Puma attire, footwear, and accessories, and play with a bag of Cobra clubs. Normally, deals like these are usually reserved for college sports. Xeve is only 12 years old and years away from collegiate golf, but it would seem that rules do not apply to people with a penchant for greatness. The trial by fire. Challenges that shaped Xavier. But the path to greatness was not without its hurdles. Yet, it's during these trials that Xavier's true grit emerged. Xeve went from being the kid that would have needed special treatment to survive to the best, youngest golfer the game has seen in decades. And while many people are worried that too much focus on the game so early in Xeve's life can be problematic, Christine and Miguel are doing a good job of ensuring that Xeve lives a normal life outside golf. The pint-sized phenom has had to compete with kids that were bigger and older than him for most of his golfing career. In 2021, he played at Buffalo as the youngest person in the history of the Invitational Junior Masters to be invited to compete. Xeve was only 11 then and played against kids 15 to 18 years old. Yet, he stood his ground, played exceptionally well, and stood out. Although Xeve could easily best players 3 to 5 years older than him, he remains always respectful, and that has shaped him to be the exceptional golfer that he is. When he played at the Junior Masters, everyone was impressed by his gentlemanly demeanor. He greeted everyone by removing his hat, shaking their hand, and following up with a sir or ma'am when addressing older people. Xeve is just as funny as he is polite, and that's a trait you'll find in the best players on the green. But his personality only serves to fool those who haven't had the opportunity to be challenged by Xeve. He is an absolute monster on the course, and he drives the ball further and with more accuracy than most adult golfers. He exudes a mental toughness and maturity that's beyond his years. He also has this competitive nature that drives him without needing outside encouragement. If you ask Xeve about a bad day on the course, he'd tell you he has never had one. And that's certainly not for a lack of days. His passion and work ethic towards the game is just phenomenal. If you are enjoying the video so far, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and turn on notifications to get more content like this. And don't forget to share your thoughts about Xavier Perez in the comments. Revolutionizing the green, Xavier's impact on the PGA. He's just getting started, but Xavier's unique style is already turning heads and changing the game as we know it. At the age of 11, Xeve Perez joins an eclectic group of Encore ambassadors that includes 86-year-old and 9-time major champion Gary Player, NFL stars Josh Allen and Ezekiel Elliott, billionaire financier Charles Schwab, golf trick shot artist Tanya Tare, and professional golfer Eric Compton. Xeve's skills on the green have left PGA pros and golf experts in awe. Xeve is represented by Brett Falkoff, who also represents PGA star Bryson DeChambeau. While speaking about Xeve to ESPN, Brett said, "Xeve hits the ball further than any 12-year-old he has ever seen." He also mentioned that when it comes to the short game, Xeve already has hands like that of a professional. Xeve has got the power for long drives and an excellent short game. His swing, however, is sublime. Brett Blakely is the co-founder of Encore, and after watching the youngster play, he maintained that Xeve is special and that no matter what he does, he'll always succeed. The PGA Tour has not seen talent like that of Xeve in years. Xavier Perez is bringing a revolution to golf and setting bars higher than those the legendary Tiger Woods set. He's not yet a pro, yet he already has several multi-year deals with some of the biggest brands in the business. The future in sight, a legacy in the making. His journey is still unfolding, but one thing is certain, Xavier Perez is a name we'll be hearing for years to come. Xeve is beginning to get the education he needs to become one of the greatest players to grace the game. He has long game and short game coaches and practices every single day. The future for Xeve is bright, and we wouldn't be betting against him. On the golf course, he is amazing. On television, he is a celebrity. Whether it's the Today Show, Kelly Clarkson, Steve Harvey, or a local TV station, Xeve is the type of young man who anybody and everyone can root for and feel good about. You won't need to remember the name Xeve Perez because it is possible that you won't be able to watch golf without hearing it in a few years. If you enjoyed this video about Xavier Perez, check out the video on the screen now, or the one we posted below because we're sure you'll like that one too. Let us know in the comments if there's another golfer whose journey you'd like us to cover. See you there!